Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Welcome to Talking Pop Culture, special live edition. I've got an Australian hip hop artist sensation. Promise with me. How are you, Promise?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, big bro.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. But before we get into it, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. If you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. And also, I've got all the links to Promise's accounts below in the description. Pro, where can everyone hit you up on, man?
Just Pro the Great on YouTube, no space, just PROTHEGREAT. And if you click on those links, I'm gonna get Maddie to put my link tree in there at some point as well. You can find everything. And make sure you hit the bell as well on his YouTube channel.
I never hit the notification so you get notified, and hit the notifications on his videos as well.
Remember to hit the bell as well, goddamn.
I always forget that one. Now, we are on a bit of a delay sometimes. My internet might cut out as well because we both realise we're on the ghetto internet provider of Australia. So if I crash out, Pro here will bust you a freestyle, or he'll keep the show running until I come back in. But we're going to kick in. That's it. He's good at multitasking, this bloke. Now I'm going to kick it off, and I want to ask you, Promise, about your journey. Obviously, you came from Africa to Australia. You came from, I'm pretty sure you were Melbourne. You went to Tassie, Sydney. Tell us about Promise's journey to the land down under.
Okay, so I came to Australia at the age of 11. You know, I was born in Kenya, but I'm half Ethiopian, half Eritrean, you know. So first place I moved to was Tasmania. You know how cold it is out there. And I got acclimated. And then I lived in Melbourne for a few years when I was a teenager. Then I moved back to Tasmania. And that's when I really, I think I started working on my music when I was in Melbourne and came back to Tasmania and kept at it. And then, you know, for the past couple of years, I've been in Sydney. So, yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Now, we do have people, obviously, in the chat. They're going to be popping in. They're going to be, if you're asking questions, guys, we're going to leave your questions up until the end. And if you have any questions, Sean, it's not Optus, it's TPG, the internet provider that we won't get blacklisted.
Oh man, they're gonna come after us now, man. You know them people. We keep going.
If you guys have any questions, please hit it up in the comment section, and we will ask them. So, Promise, who inspired you to do music, man? Do you have family, friends that did it, or what was the inspiration? What started it all?
So yeah, I don't know anybody in my family that does music. For me, I don't want to get too deep, but when I was living in Africa, and I was living in Kenya, I should say. Whenever I would watch TV and see anybody that was the same color as me, successful or doing well, they were either doing music or they were doing sports. You get me?
Yeah.
And more than anything, like people like DMX, Tupac are like big where I come from. Even Bob Marley, actually, you know. That's why I got you can see that big man over there. But so it's real big, and I felt like those are the only people that could kind of like, especially people like Bob Marley, who didn't have like, you know, he was for everywhere. Like, you know, he wasn't just stuck on one route, and I felt like that, you know, because I'm not Kenyan. I'm Ethiopian, but I'm born in Kenya, so I always felt like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I always found it hard to relate to people that was not in the same predicament that I was in. But now I've come to realize a lot of people in the same position. But yeah, music basically. The people that inspired me, if you're asking, would probably be DMX, Nas, Jay-Z, Bob Marley. I gotta get in my R&B as well, like Al Green. You know, my mom listened to a lot of Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. I know it's taboo to say it, but I was listening to R. Kelly back in the day. All of that, you know, those are the stuff that like I grew up on.
Yeah, now hip hop was obviously a big part of my life growing up as well. I've got a 2-pack frame over there, 2-pack frame over there. I've got the 2-pack toys, the Biggie toys, Eazy-E toys. Love hip hop. I did do a bit of songwriting back in my days. I love writing music, but also like writing scripts. It's just when you're creative, you know, I'm sure you'll have, you know, you write scripts for your film clips and that as well. I think it's just that all falls under that one umbrella. But what is your main inspiration for making music?
Man, just to be able to like touch somebody, like, because I think in this day and age, people make music for the masses. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
100%.
the era of music I grew up on, that kind of, I feel like the kind of music that I grew up on is like it spoke to that one person that was going through something similar. So it's like a lot more of a what's the word, like concentrated message. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And just something that evokes emotion out of you, or, you know, like, because music is therapy. I think most people agree. Like, music is one of the most important things in our lives. We use it in religion, you know, because we sing hymns or whatnot. We use it in the army, you know, when you getting right with, I forgot the chant, but there's chants. So when we doing sports, we got chants, you know, or you got advertisement, you got what, jingles, that's what they call them, and stuff like that. So I think music plays a very big part of our lives in every single pattern or way that we can think of. But it's done strategically to motivate us, or to make us empathize with somebody's pain or whatnot, you know. So
yeah,
I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, no, 100%. Now, we just got a comment here by Battleborn. It's Chris from England. He says, Maddie and Promise collab. Yeah.
Yes,
maybe
sir.
one day we'll get on that.
He's from the UK?
Batman and Robin. You can be Batman, I'll be Robin. Hey?
He's from the UK?
Yeah, he's from England. He's from England.
Oh, shout out to the UK.
Yeah, he used to be, I'm pretty sure, a bass player in a band. If he's still in the band, but he was dope. A bass player. Yeah.
That's
so
dope.
what's
shout out to you, man?
So shout out to you, Chris. He's also got Twitch, so guys, go check him out on Twitch. He's a good gamer. He's got a big Twitch account, so suss him out. What's your creative process? How do you write a song? What do you do? How do you get in the mood? Do you just like you feeling it? So you just pull out your phone, start writing. What's the process?
When I was younger, I would because I didn't know anyone who made beats, and my favorite, like when I started really taking it serious and writing music, the person I was listening to a lot was The Game. And we would listen to mixtapes of The Game and Lil Wayne. Actually, it was like Game and Lil Wayne at that time. Yeah. And both of those guys did heavy mixtapes. You know, there was lots of mixtapes, and they were always jumping on other people's beats. And I don't know about everybody else, but for me, 90% of the time, I thought those songs were theirs till I heard the originals, and I'm like, oh, okay, they took that beat, they jacked it or whatever. And I heard Game say in an interview that's how he learned how to write his songs, was he would grab Nas lyrics and change a few details and put it in his own. You get what I mean? And then flip it on a different beat, and then you have it. So I automatically did that from the jump, just following the steps of them doing songs to other people's beats, because I couldn't afford my own beats. So I'd write to different beats, like other people's beats, but change up the flow and delivery and whatnot. And then once I got, you know, more into it and I met people, I started working on original material and all that. So it varies how I write my music, you know, it depends. Like there's some beats you hear that just takes it out of you. Like it writes itself. You get what I mean? Like your hand just gets to clicking. Everything just gets to clicking and it happens. Then there's other songs that might take months. And you just, every time you're coming back to it, it's like, okay, this works, this doesn't work. So it depends on the song, you know?
Yeah. 100%. So what do you enjoy most being a music artist?
Like I said, man, I just love the fact that you can connect with people that you've never met, and they can understand. Like even the number one thing that hit me when I used to do performances is people used to come up and just start telling me stuff about their life, like off rip. And it took me a while to realize, like, I'm like, why are they doing this? It's because they feel like you gave them something personal. And now they feel like they got to return that back. You get what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy. I even seen one time this girl after the show, she came up and she said, oh, loved it. You killed it, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at her, I said, I saw you the whole night. You was just blank staring at me, you know? And she goes, sometimes we want to listen to you with our ears rather than give you all this energy because we're consuming your energy. Right. Does that make sense? She's like, I don't need to do all the hooping and hollering. Like I'm sitting there and really trying to listen to what you're saying, connecting with what you're saying, you know?
Yeah, all the hoot and hollering happens after the show, right?
Exactly.
Now I'm spewing because he came to Melbourne and did a gig, but I was meant to come, but I think I had a 21st or 30th. I had a birthday. You did have one gig here. It was a battle. It might have even been a battle. I think I'm not too sure what it was. Was it a battle?
I've done the battle and I've done the performance. The performance was more recent, but the battle was more epic.
Yeah. I still not missed out on that, but you've done. I've seen your shows on in Tassie. Mm-hmm. Tell me about your best performance and also on the flip side, your worst performance if you've had one.
Okay, cool. One of the best performances. So I think we did like Falls Festival. And I remember this actually. And I was like, I didn't want to stay at the artist's spot or whatever. I wanted to go because all my friends have been going to Falls for all my life. And they used to always tell me, come with us. And I couldn't afford it or whatever. And I used to say to them, the one time I'm going to go there, it's like a festival, by the way, Falls. So they're like, I said to them, the one time I'm going to go there, I'm going to be performing. They used to be like, all right, cool. And then I ended up performing then. That was my first time there. So all my friends are like in this one location. Instead of staying at the artist spot, I came and kicked it with them. Everybody's drinking, having a good time. And I was zoned out, bro. I was just sitting on a chair, quiet as hell, no energy, damn near had a nap. And they all came up. They're like, man, what are you doing? You're about to go on stage in an hour. You need to get turned up. What are you doing? Like, have a drink. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And I said to them, I'm like, yo, I just need to nap for a second. I just need to chill. And they thought I was tripping. So they leave. I'm napped out. I even hear one of them was walking by like, man, he's not going to even make it on stage. Like, I don't think so. But I'm telling you, 5 minutes before I had to get on stage, I can hear them calling my name from the stage. And you know how big Falls is. Like, it's far. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I had to make my way there. I ran up there, and I think someone actually had it filmed. I posted it once on Facebook, and they said they couldn't believe that it was the same guy that was sitting on the seat, napping, chilling, being quiet, now on the stage just wilding, going crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that's my favorite ones, just because you feed off the energy of the crowd, you know? Especially when it's a big, hyped-up crowd like that. I mean, most of them don't even know me. They ain't coming there for me. But the energy was reciprocated. You know, if you feed off the energy and give them the same back, then it's live. That was my favorite. That was probably like one of my best shows. And then my worst show, I think it's I'm trying to think. Okay, I don't think I've had a worse show. I've had slip-ups at a performance.
We have like shows where you've the crowd just didn't look interested, or you've forgotten your lyrics, nothing like that, or.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think that comes with music. You're always going to have people that are staring at you, especially if you're not giving them the energy that they want. They just going to look at you like you a statue or something, you know?
Yeah.
If you give them the right energy, they're going to turn up. That's the fun in it, is like winning their reactions or whatever. But yes, I've had moments where I've forgotten the lyrics and I've come back off the stage and been like, man, fuck, like, I hope we can. I'm like,
you can't anything to be said on this channel, bro. Don't worry.
Okay. So I'm like, man, like, damn, like I cussed, and my friends are like, I mean, damn, I forgot my words, sorry. And my friends are like, man, we didn't even know, because I just kept the energy up, you know?
Yeah.
So even if I've had bad shows, it's been mainly like I said, I have been to performances where they're just looking at you crazy. Like if I'm opening up for somebody or something and they didn't pay their ticket to come watch you. But, you know, the fun of it is winning that crowd over at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, here you go. We just got Chris from the UK just said he just subbed to your channel. He checked out your tune, Conscious Thoughts. Some absolute fire, bro.
Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you.
So,
shout out.
He's got some killer tracks, bro. Chris, check him out. He's mate, gonna be the next big thing. So what's the biggest problem you've faced within the music industry?
Okay, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a problem, but it's just realizing the fact that
I guess
challenge. Yeah, the challenge is it's not just talent. Because if it was just talent, everybody would be on it. You know?
Oh yeah.
There's so many things that come into it. Like I've seen people on like stage presence that's just ridiculous, or you know, their production might be nasty, or their videos might be nasty, or their marketing. And you know, the challenge is being able to do all those things, especially as an artist, right? Because if you're an artist, everybody gets paid before you do. The producer, the video director, the what anything you could think of. Everybody gets
The
paid.
radio will
before
probably
you do.
get paid before
You know what I
you
mean?
do.
Everybody's gonna get paid before you do. And streaming services, you know how it is in this day and age. So those are the challenging things, and also being able to find your voice. You know, because it takes a while for you to be able to find your voice and what you stand for in your music. And like I said, if you're not a producer, like let's say I'm not a producer, being able to find the right soundscape to be able to tell your story the way you want to tell it.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I personally can't count bars. I can't read music. I don't know. I'm not a very technical musical person. Like I go off a feel. So me in the studio is like, man, I want to feel this, or I want you to take me here. That's what the way we kind of. So that's a challenge, is like trying to like find a bridge so we can kind of communicate better of where the music's going or what I'm trying to do. And like I said, adapting all those things that kind of have to add up in order for you to be able to be a good artist. You know what I mean? Because everything comes into play. Your tone, your delivery, your flows, your storytelling, your content, your music videos, the artwork on the CD, all that shit.
What if you could change something in the industry, the music industry, what would it be?
If I could change something from the music, that's a good question. If I could change, I mean, it's a hard one. Like, I don't know if I guess it just because everything that I'm thinking of saying, I feel like it's already there. Like I think like people like Triple J, or there's heaps of blogs, or people like you that kind of like shine the light on independent artists and stuff. So it's not
that's the problem. I think the industry don't give a shit about independent artists, and it's the independent artists that are always the most talented artists in my eyes. Because I'll see it a lot of time, especially with hip hop artists and even pop artists, that when they're underground and they haven't, made a name for themselves, they've got some killer tracks. And then as soon as they go mainstream and they go pop,
yep,
they just go down.
But you know what's funny? I have a weird opinion on that. I feel like me personally as well, we like the artists that we like before they're discovered by everybody else.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Once everybody knows about them, it's not cool anymore. And if they take it to somewhere else that we didn't understand, it would be like, man, they selling out. But in reality, everybody has to evolve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But we're stuck in this one idea of who this person is. Like, for example, if you heard The Game come out with like a very R&B song of him singing the whole time, you might look at it strange. You get what I mean? Like you might be like, I don't know about this. Or when
documentaries album, right? Shit.
Yeah. Or when Snoop came out with the Snoop Lion album, there was a lot of people like, what's going on? You know? Like,
you got a point there.
But as an artist, you kind of want to. But you're right. It is something different once the machine get behind you.
Yeah,
It's different because. But you also have to remember when you're hearing these guys when they're coming up, they're still hungry. They still trying to like. It's almost giving you a sum up of my whole life in a track.
Yeah.
Then when I'm on, it's like there ain't much to talk about anymore, and I'm not hungry anymore.
Yeah,
everybody taken care of. Like subject matter.
We got Ben Monk here, if that's how I say it.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
That's your boy. He says, "Get rid of." And mate, I got kicked out of 3 schools. I dropped out of school. So when you say nepotism, I have no idea what that word means. Promise.
I ain't gonna lie. I was waiting for you to break it down. Ask him what is nepotism, Monk.
Can you hit us up with what that is, and I'll pop up that on the video because I have no idea. And then we've got Battleborn here saying egos mean people won't help and would rather drown you. So I'm guessing you mean
what it means.
I'm guessing the big boys don't care about the small boys. I'm guessing is what he meant by that.
Is he trying to say basically like they put on people that they're close to or they have affiliations with instead of people putting people on that actually deserve the spot? Is that what he means?
No, Battleborn. Chris, you have to let us know. But your boy says like the people, instead of how good you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like if I made a movie and I put my son on because that's my son and I give him the role, but he don't deserve it. There's a person out there that's better deserving of that role. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Right. I'll get it.
I mean,
Sorry. Maybe should start moving channels.
We learned something.
You learn. I love it. I love it. You learn. You know, it's what happens. So what's the plan for Promise in the future?
Man, it's just, 10 toes down, put out as much as I can, learn and get better, because, you can never learn enough. So the game plan is to really just like do one song at a time, keep pushing it, don't take no breaks, keep my eye. Like I have a few goals that I want to achieve and I'm not going to say them right now, but, that's just my mind frame right now. It's just stick to it,
Yeah.
That's it. And hopefully maybe even get into, like you was talking before, getting a soundtrack. That would be dope.
Mate, that new track that you've got, I can see that on a Creed 3, like him working out, or the Fast Furious 10 action scene. I'm telling you, this track will just put soundtrack on any movie, any action fast-paced movie. So
imagine that, Matt. We can look back on this video if it happens and be like, hey, he called.
Yeah, I could say I've been there from Promise featuring Z, so good up until now.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that track?
Yeah. I still got it up on my YouTube.
Yeah, no, mate. All those old tracks from back in the day, man, they were awesome. If you could give advice to upcoming artists and other people out there, what would it be?
Okay, here goes another long tangent. Is just believe in what you got going on. Because it doesn't matter how far the other person is. Because, like I said, I've had people in the past come up to me and I've given them bad advice because what's going to work for me ain't going to work for you. What I think is right for me ain't going to be what's right for you. So, like, for example, I've had people come up to me and I'll be like, I don't think your voice is good enough for rapping or blah, blah, blah. But that person will succeed with that voice or that style or whatever because that's what's meant for them. It's not meant for you. So it's just, have faith in what you do. Stick to it. And if it's something that you're passionate about and you actually believe that, this is what you're meant to be doing, it'll work out for you. You just got to, lay a brick a day. And by the time you look up, you got a house. That's how I look at it.
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah. That's the same here. Like, that's the voice I'd give of with YouTubing and that. Just, if you like it, just stick to it. Through thick, thin, when you feel bad. Hey, Battleborn has now told us what he meant by his thing, Most people in the music industry have an ego that they are better than everyone else and prevents them from helping each other as they see you as a rival, even though everyone's sound is different. Right. So that's what he meant. He's right.
But the thing is the issue that they're like that, or is that like just the environment that's being built? I mean, hip hop is a very competitive sport. You get what I mean?
Oh, the whole music industry is a competitive sport.
But more than anything, hip hop has always been very competitive. Different areas, different groups. We don't mess with them. They don't mess with us or whatever. So, I mean, it could just be the environment that's built off it,
Before I get on to this next fun segment, I got to say one thing I do miss with hip hop that we don't get anymore, well, we very rarely get, is the beef wars, man. I don't know if you ever bought the beef DVDs.
Oh, yes.
Man, I miss the old, like obviously the most iconic one. I will always say 50 Cent versus Ja Rule just was, just tracks after tracks after tracks after tracks. We don't get that anymore. And that's what I felt was a really big part of hip hop. And I really miss it, the battles. Like, it's obviously not good, for the people that are battling, but it's just a really showcase the talent. That's it.
If you keep everything out of it and it's just the music side of it, it's just the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Golden State Warriors or whatever team, it's just sport. So, and I feel like people like Kendrick always come out and try to bring that back in,
Yeah.
He did the Control verse, or when he just dropped that new joint with Family Ties or whatnot, smoking on top fives. That whole thing, is kind of really bringing it back to that,
Yeah.
Or
a lot of artists do subliminal messages in their songs, but
yes,
no one does big full-on call out.
Like I said, we're living in a different age now.
Yeah, I know. I don't really listen to today's hip hop, to be honest. Like, unless it's J. Cole or Kendrick, like I don't really like too much of today's hip hop. But obviously I grew up, Tupac and No, obviously Biggie, the two greats. Like I grew up with all them and NWA. But anyway, let's get into these 15 questions. They're going to be straight off the bat. You need to give an answer. If you guys in the comment section want to join in. So I'll give you an example. I'm simply going to ask Coke or Pepsi, and you just pick one.
Okay.
Okay. So
you can't say neither, right?
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
I'm not giving you. If you want me to give my answers, I'll give my answers. Biggie or Jay-Z?
Oh man, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Come on.
Am I allowed to? I'm not allowed to break it down. I just have to give her.
It's bang straight away. No breaking down.
Oh man, that's you messed up for that. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Biggie or Jay-Z? Come on.
I'm gonna say Jay-Z. I know they're gonna kill me for that, but I'm gonna say Jay. Even though I know Biggie's a better. Like you're gonna make me break it down, but it is what it is.
Oh, your boy reckons Diet Coke over
You're tripping.
All right, DC or Marvel?
Okay, you gotta tell me because I'm not hip to. I know the movies. So hold up. What's the first Spider-Man movie on? The one with
Marvel
Tobey
is
Maguire.
Spider-Man. Batman is DC.
So Marvel is Spider-Man.
Yeah, and DC is like Batman, Superman.
We're going with Marvel.
Okay, this
Just
conversation, this interview is now ended. Thank you for watching.
That's just because that was the first one I watched. Was the first Spider-Man, so I gotta go with them.
Here's another tricky one: Tupac or Nas?
I gotta go with Pac. Like you doing messed up ones. I don't like these.
They're not meant to be easy. I could have done them easy. They're not meant to be easy.
Hard. That's hard. But I gotta
here's
go
an easy one. This is an easy one. A pizza or a kebab? It's a pizza or a kebab.
A good kebab always kills. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, a good kebab for sure.
Public Enemy or NWA?
NWA, man. Ain't no question.
Chips or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Batman versus Superman?
Superman.
All right. Eminem or Big L?
Big L. Big
Nice.
L.
Well, I'm gonna know your answer to this one now. Iron Man or Spider-Man?
It's gotta be Spider-Man, bro. It's just but not this Spider-Man. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I'm different. I actually like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Oh, the
guy, the one in the middle that everyone's forgotten about.
Okay, the middle one, yeah, the skinny, black
middle child syndrome. Everyone forgets about it. Ice-T or Ice Cube?
That's a hard
the
one
rappers, not the drink.
Yeah, I know. Not the actual Ice. I mess with Ice Cube, boy. But yeah, that's a hard one too. You doing
bourbon or beer?
Probably bourbon. I don't like beer.
Don't like beer.
Unless it's Budweiser. I like Budweiser. That's about it.
Yeah, but I don't like Budweiser anymore because it's made in Australia.
Oh yeah.
Not made in America anymore. DMX or 50 Cent?
Again, fucked up question. I'm hating these questions. Probably DMX. So I'll go DMX.
DMX all day, every day. The movie How High or the movie Friday?
I thought you were going to say How High and Half Baked.
Oh, no.
That's a good one.
Half Baked is a good one too,
but it's not up to the level of Friday. So How High or Friday, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be Friday. It's got to be Friday. Ain't no question.
Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society?
Man, for me, Menace to Society.
Yeah.
Menace to Society is a classic. The only thing that can step up close is Paid in Full. That's about it. But keep going.
Paid in Full's hands down one of my favorite movies. I was also going to throw, I think, Higher Learning. Have you seen Higher Learning?
Yes. Is that with Samuel Jackson? Or is it?
I don't know. It's one at the high school. They're all at high school and that.
That's what I'm saying.
I
know the one you're talking about with Busta Rhymes and all that.
I think that's the one. I can't remember it.
I think so. And it's like a comedy drama type thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely Busta Rhymes in there.
All right. The toughest one of them all.
Okay. I'm ready.
Being on Talking Pop Culture or being at the Grammys?
talking at pop culture.
I'll tell you where to send the money after the video. All right.
Nah, it's love, man. I appreciate you having me on here, man.
No, thanks for coming on. Didn't we? Here we go, your boy here, Ben. Didn't we recreate a scene from Menace to Society?
Yes, we did for school. Factual. You need to send me that, and I'll give it to Maddie, and he can put them back to back.
So did you just do a scene in it? Did you just film a scene?
We recreated it because for class for this project we were doing. Every one of us had to like recreate a scene from a movie.
Oh yeah, no.
Menace to Society. So
Yeah.
he actually directed it for me. Ben, he's a dope. So you remember the scene where Samuel Jackson's on the seat and he's like, "You got my money, motherfucker."
Yeah.
No, actually, is it that scene? Hold on, Ben. Is it that scene? Am I tripping? No, it is that scene. He's got the and he's like, "You got my money, motherfucker." You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that's the scene. And I acted in his one for him.
So did you play Samuel L. Jackson's character?
Yeah. Obviously, what else I'm gonna play?
Yeah, he said yes. He said yeah, it's that scene. Well, there we have it. We're all. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I know Promise he's done an all-nighter. He did work late at night, so the poor bloke hasn't gone to bed yet. So we might let you go. Hit it.
Hey, this
again. Where can everyone find you, mate? I've got it all written down in the description bar, but just let them all know one more time.
Put it all in the description, just on Facebook. What is it? Promise Tekeste, or PROMISETEKESTE. Pro the Great on YouTube, no spaces. Promise Music _2393 on Instagram. And like I said, I'm gonna tell Maddie to put the link tree so it has all my links on there. And I can make it easy for y'all or whatnot. And like I said, man, thank you so much for having me, Maddie. It's been an honor to see you, doing this and building it from the ground up. And hopefully I can come in and have some reviews with y'all and have fun and talk about some other shit other than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. We before coming on, we decided we will get you on more and we'll do reviews of shows and movies. So I reckon we'll have a lot of fun doing that, just as much as I had fun doing this interview. Your boy Ben, just 100%. It was very good fun. Thank you for for everyone tuning in. We appreciate it. Be sure to go and subscribe, like, sub, follow everything on Promise.
Hit the bell as well.
I've been sitting on it for ages. It's going to be a amount of time before this bloke blows up. So go and check him out.
Thank you, man.
Be sure if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button here. If you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Promise, man, I wish nothing but the world. I wish nothing but the world for you. I pray that you achieve everything you achieve. You're a great artist, and I thank you for being on the show, mate.
Thank you so much, bro. I'm humbled, and like I said, you're about to grow up your page as well, and I love everything that you're doing, and I can't wait till we do it again, brother.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Appreciate you.